Welcome back to the latest episode of Netflix and Chill. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Terry.
And today we're going to talk about
the Cloverfield Paradox.
We're going to go behind the scenes.
We're going to talk about fan theories,
Easter eggs,
some other shit.
Alright, so first up, we're going to talk about the Easter eggs that J.J. Abrams has scattered throughout the Cloverfield universe.
You could say somewhat of an Easter bunny.
Yeah, and the first one we're going to talk about is the news anchor. In Cloverfield Paradox, there's this scene where the author of the aptly titled book, Cloverfield Paradox, he has an interview with a news anchor, played by Suzanne Cryer. And the thing that you may have not noticed is that Suzanne Cryer appears in 10 Cloverfield Lane, where she's trying to desperately get into Howard's bunker.
Say what? I'm glad you brought up that point, Terry, because that scene actually contains a secondary Easter egg. The name of the author of the book was actually Mark Stambler. Now, in 10 Cloverfield Lane, John Goodman's character is referred to as Howard, but in a sort of extensive marketing campaign, they referred to him as Howard Stambler. Stambler? Is this a nod to them being within the same universe as brothers? I certainly don't know.
All right, and the third Easter egg that we're going to talk about is the Slusho brand, which appears in all of J.J. Abrams' projects. It appeared first in the Alias series, and now it appears again in the Cloverfield Paradox. And where it appears is in that scene with the particle accelerator combusting, and there's this cutaway where we see a bobblehead and it says Slusho. And then it also appears in a marketing campaign that they did for Cloverfield. They built a website for Tangrueto where it lists Howard Stambler as the employee of the month.
No way! Speaking of which, do you know about Kelvin?
The unit of measurement?
Actually, Kelvin is a reoccurring theme, character, and idea in J.J. Abrams films. He uses this name because it's actually his grandfather's name, Kelvin. In the Cloverfield films, however, he uses it in the context of Kelvin Gas, as a gas station.
Did you know that Simon Pegg and Greg Grunberg also have off-screen cameos?
I don't even know who Greg Grunberg is.
Simon Pegg is the radio voice in Paradox.
On board the orbiting lab is the Shepard particle accelerator. If the astronauts can get the Shepard working, it would produce free energy, solving the Earth's energy crisis forever.
And Greg Grunberg is, he plays Joe.
Ava, the station, we made contact.
Another thing that a lot of people have been talking about is the Red Flash. Now, when I heard the term Red Flash, I thought, what is this, a superhero? But no. There's a Red Flash in the Cloverfield Paradox. I'm sure everyone remembers when the Shepard, which was the particle accelerator, fired off. It created this red hue, this red beam. Now, in 10 Cloverfield Lane, both Howard Stambler and Emmett mentioned that there was a red flash before all of the chaos ensued. Is that a coincidence? I don't know.
The last kind of most obvious Easter egg that I think we'll talk about is with the first Cloverfield movie. We remember this scene. After watching that scene, we were all speculating, what the hell is that falling into the water, right? And now with the Cloverfield Paradox, we have the Cloverfield Station, which plummets back to the Earth, and we can probably assume that that is the station that's falling into the Earth, or into the water.
We can assume that. But does that make it true?
If you like this video, why don't you like and subscribe to our channel so you can check out more.